is a no tobacco zone. The use of tobacco in any form is prohibited. Please be respectful of this request for the benefit of all patrons attending tonight's contest. Restrooms and concession stands are located north and south of the home bleachers and north of the visitor bleachers. And now, let's get ready for some football! To welcome to the field, visiting Trojans.
Welcome to Pike High School, right here in the north side of Indianapolis. For the Red Devils and the Trojans, we're about set. Week 7 of the high school football season getting underway here at Pike High School and George C. Grosskopf Stadium as the Red Devils are taking on the Trojans, and a tall task ahead for the Pike Red Devils. From 6A, they're 1-5 so far on the year. And the Center Grove Trojans are 5-1, so flip-flop the records, and that's where we stand today. Center Grove, state champions last year and the last 3 years, 2 years before last. So 3 straight 6A state championships for the Center Grove Trojans. They come in tonight 5-1, and their head coach is Eric Moore. Moore has been an outstanding coach for the Trojans, and they've been in the state finals the last 4 years. They lost just a few years ago in 2020, but they've been to 4 straight state final games, and they've won 3 straight in the 6A class. As for the Pike Red Devils, they haven't had a winning season since 2017. They went 6-5. The last 5 years, they've went 1-9 4 times and 3-7 once. The Red Devils have a tall task in front of them, and it's going to be really exciting for me to see if they can get it done tonight. So we have the captains in the middle getting ready for the quick coin toss. We have Josh McGuire for Pike from left to right. We have Josh McGuire as well as Tony Akinbabola. And then to the right of him is Miles Perkins, who's been out with a concussion most of the year so far, but he is dressing tonight. And then standing on the right of them is Daniel Dodd, number 51 for the red jerseys. So it looks like Pike has won the toss, and they have elected to defer, so Pike will kick it away to Center Grove, and then we will get things underway. The Trojans head coach, Eric Moore, and their quarterback, Tyler Cherry, an outstanding kid, and he has committed to Duke. He's a senior for the Trojans, and he's committed to play for the ACC Duke. They're ranked number 17 right now in the nation. They're going to take on Notre Dame tomorrow. Should be a fun game. Tyler Cherry, he's going to play there next year. You're going to get your eyes on him in just a couple of minutes when the Trojans take the field with the Red Devils. He'll be taking snaps, and he'll be the play caller tonight for the white jerseys, the away team, the Trojans, visiting here tonight. They are taking the field right now, and then Pike is going to take the field. They'll be on defense first. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at some starting lineups for the Center Grove offense. The quarterback, Tyler Cherry, just talked about him a little bit. Then they're going to run 3 running backs with Rylan Cook, Austin Hennessy, and Matthew Yoder. They have a fullback, a halfback, and a wingback. You'll kind of see their formation here in just a couple of minutes. They run one wide receiver in Noah Coy, a slot wide receiver in Tristan Baxter, and then TJ Williams at tight end, an extra blocker. And then across their offensive line, we have the senior Tyler Frieden, the sophomore CJ Cyphers, the senior Peyton Hutchins, the senior Andrew Eckert at right guard, and then at right tackle, Lucas Spittler, the junior. To kick it away, Pike is ready. And Center Grove is deep to receive. Looks like that's Griffin Weaver to kick it away for the Red Devils. And week 7 of the high school football season is underway. It's a short kick, and it's fair caught by the Trojans at the 32-yard line. Looked like that was fair caught by Patrick Smith, the senior. And it was, and that fair catch will set up the Trojans for their first possession. And it'll be about the 31 or so yard line. Looks like that is where they're going to spot it. So we'll get our first look at the Trojan offense. We'll go over the Red Devil defense here in just a moment. But it'll be Tyler Cherry in the shotgun. And he'll throw out. And it is complete, but quickly stopped by the Red Devils. A nice quick stop there for Pike. Tyrese Elliott on the tackle. So quick completion for Tyler Cherry. But now it'll be 2nd and long. They lost about 4 on the play. Lost about 3 on the play. So 2nd down and we'll say 13 for the Trojans. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Cherry looks to throw, has his man, and he's up to about the 35-yard line. Looks like that's Brevin Hollibar. Pickup of 8 on the play. 3rd down and manageable. 3rd and 6 here from the 35. The line to gain's the 41. CF substitution there. That's Patrick Smith, who does come onto the field, and he'll line up at the top of your screen as a wide receiver on the far side. Three wide receivers, 1 lone back in the backfield. Cherry looks to throw on 3rd and 6. Over the middle, it's tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. A 3 and out. The Pike Red Devils get the Trojans off the field pretty quickly. The Trojans will be forced to punt, and Pike is going to get the ball. So great start to the game. If you're a Pike fan, could not have hoped for a better start. Obviously, on paper, it seems like this could be a blowout, but Pike does a fantastic job on defense on the opening possession, and they're going to get the ball with a chance to take an early lead. Gabe McWilliams to punt for Center Grove. And it is fielded and caught by a Trojan. And I believe that was Dyrese Elliott who caught it. It was, and he gets knocked down just past the 35-yard line on Pike's 36, we'll call it. So that's where we'll get the Red Devils' first offensive possession starting off. And let's go ahead and look at the offense for Pike. Juju Rodriguez taking snaps. The junior, 5'9", 165-pound junior Juju Rodriguez. They'll run 2 running backs, Miles Perkins and Chase Shern. And it looks like it will be Shern to get the start in the backfield. 4 wide receivers on this. That's Collins, Eccles, Hughes, and Sean Nash. And it's a quick throw. Completed to Bryce Hughes, makes 1 man miss, but can't get another. Got to the 39-yard line, a pickup of 4. So 2nd down and 6. So Collins, Eccles, Hughes, and Nash will run as the starting wide receivers. Hughes all alone at the bottom of your screen right now. 3 to the left for Juju Rodriguez. We'll get the offensive line in just a moment. It's a handoff. And got a couple yards. That was, I believe that was Deshaun Lavelle. He does. Got a couple yards past the 40 to the 41, but 3rd down here, about 4 yards. Line to gain is the 45-yard line. The offensive line is Cole Davis, KJ Seymour, Daniel Dodd, Ensign Billings, and Muna Newman Nodika. 3rd down and 4. Rodriguez in the shotgun. And a flag's going to fly. I believe that's going to be a false start on the offense. Yep, it will be. And that was on the tight end, Pierce Collins. Pardon, the wide receiver, Pierce Collins, who jumped a little bit at the bottom of your screen. And he's going to move to the far side of your screen now. He's number 87. So 3 receivers left. 1 to the right makes it 3rd and 9. Bryce Hughes at the bottom of your screen, looking to throw over the middle, has a man, and it's caught. Room to run, and it's going to be a touchdown. Latrell Morton and Pike off to a hot start. The Red Devils on the board first, and Center Grove is going to be forced to respond. What a pass that goes. That goes for 64 yards. A bomb to Latrell Morton, and Pike is on the board for 6. Right over the middle, it was Juju Rodriguez who hits Latrell Morton, and he had nothing but green in front of him for pay dirt. A quick score for Pike. Just 4 plays, really 3 plays with the penalty. And a score for Pike. Let's go ahead and take a quick break. The Red Devils on the board first. You're watching RDTV. Welcome back to Pike High School. Red Devils getting ready to kick off. This evening's stream is brought to you by the students and staff of Pike High School's RDTV media production class, which gives students the opportunity to have real-world hands-on experience with support from the MSD of Pike Township's IT department. Welcome back to Pike High School. The Red Devils getting ready to kick off. If you're just joining us, a little bit late start. The Red Devils strike in 3 plays. They go over 60 yards and a 64-yard bomb to Latrell Morton to get things started off. Here's a muffed kick on a muffed handle, I should say, by the returner for Center Grove. That was Brady Dickin, but he dropped it, got the recovery, and Center Grove will start off. It's Graham Shear on hand for RDTV. And the Red Devils, an impressive start, to say the least. On defense, they force a 3-and-out. Tyler Cherry couldn't get anything going for the Center Grove offense. And then the offense of Pike did an outstanding job on their first possession. Here's Cherry in shotgun. He's going to hand it off. That is the running back for Center Grove. I believe that was Rylan Cook, and it was Cook. Picks up a couple, we'll say 4 yards maybe on the play, past the 30-yard line to the 32 for second down and 6.
Gain of 4, second down and 6.
Rylan Cook, one of the running backs. They'll run 3 today in the backfield. Rylan Cook, Austin Hennessy, and Matthew Yoder will be in the backfield for the Red Devils. It's Cook again. Gets the handoff again and gets a couple more past the 35-yard line to the 36. Couple more yards, and it'll be third down and 2. Let's take a look at the Red Devil defense. The front line, they have 3 up there. Marcus Booker, Amari McKinney, and Ife Adeoba in the front line. In the 3 linebackers, Aaron Qualls, Josh Jones, and in the middle, his brother, Dami Adeoba, and then 5 defensive backs, Dyrese Elliott, Dewan Elliott, Kyron Hawkins, Josh McGuire, and Julian Ward. Here's a completion and a first down. Room to run for the Trojans. That was completed to Noah Coy, who leads the Trojans in receptions this year with that makes it 50 on the year for Noah Coy. He had 49 coming in, 50 now for the 5'11 senior. Noah Coy has 50 receptions, north of 700 yards on the year. That one a big one for the Trojans. A gain of 15 there for Noah Coy. First down, Center Grove, handoff, Cook. Has a room on the left side, but gets maybe 7, 8 yards there and has no more. Gets brought down by Pike. An excellent tackle by the Red Devils in space. Cook's gotten a quick couple of handoffs already so far. A flag flies late, and the face mask is going to go on Pike. So a 15-yard penalty added to the end of the run there for Center Grove.
Yes. 3 yards on the run, 5-yard penalty, first and 10. 7 yards on the run, first and 10 from the 37-yard line.
And here's another first down play for Center Grove. It's a completed pass on the end around. That was Drake McClurg on the carry. He's gotten some carries so far this year. That's his 5th on the year for McClurg, but negative yardage until that play. Excellent job there. But a flag is on the field, and it looks like it's going to be coming back. Goes on the offense for holding, and that one gets wiped away. So 10 yards added to the line to gain there, down in distance, and it'll still be first down, but now first, and it should be about 20 yards for the Center Grove Trojans.
You had holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Stay first down.
Holding on that offensive line. They said 10-yard penalty, but they only back it up 5 yards. 1st and 15, and it's down the sideline. It's going to be completed. What a pass from Tyler Cherry. Completed to Brevin Holobar up the far sideline, and he got his foot down. So a first down all the way down inside the 10-yard line to the 9. What a pass by Tyler Cherry completed, and Holobar has his second catch of the day.
Gain of 33. It is first and goal from the 9-yard line.
33 yards there for Holobar on that first down play. Now they're going to snap it again on the first down. Handoff up the middle.
Ryland Cook with carry.
And
At the line of scrimmage.
Ryland Cook gets 0 yards on that play. Got back to the original line of scrimmage. Hardy 4 carries on the day. 15 yards for Ryland Cook. Coy has a reception for 15. Holobar has 1 reception for that 33-yard pickup just a moment ago. Under center. It's a play action to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Center Grove, Drake McClurg. His first of his young Center Grove career. The true freshman McClurg brings in his first Center Grove touchdown. And Center Grove took the quick punch from the Red Devils, and they strike back pretty quick. Just over 7 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Here from Pike High School.
Number 82, Patrick Smith, on to attempt the extra point.
Patrick Smith on to kick the extra point. He's 8 for 13 on the air on point after attempts. A flag flies right as the play gets started, so that PAT will not count. They'll have to redo it here after we see what the penalty is. And it's going to be offside on the defense, so that should be half the distance to the goal, and they'll move it from the 2-yard line to the 1-yard line, I believe. And it looks like they're going to bring the offense back onto the field, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion. At least that's what it seems like here.
Trojans will now attempt a 2-point conversion.
They're going to go with 3 wide receivers. The running back in the backfield is Ryland Cook. In the shotgun is Cherry. Takes the snap. Quick handoff. Cook got stopped. Red Devils all over it. In their first for the Red Devils was Josh Jones along with Dami Adeoba. And the Red Devils stop them. They stop the 2-point conversion after the touchdown. Quick touchdown by Drake McClurg. A couple of scores here early, 7:03 to play. And the Red Devils have looked pretty strong here to start off the day. They got a quick 3-and-out. They got the 64-yard touchdown on play number 3 of their first drive. We'll get a second look at the Red Devil offense here in just a moment. Let's take a look at the Red Devil starting offensive line. Didn't even get a chance to mention their starting offensive line because of the 64-yard touchdown pass. So for their offensive line, we have Cole Davis, KJ Seymour, Daniel Dodd, Ensign Billings, and Muna Newman Nodika. 3 returning starters from last year. The seniors KJ Seymour, Daniel Dodd, and Ensign Billings from left guard, center, and right guard. The 3 in the middle are all returning starters for head coach Mike Brevard in his second season.
Patrick Smith to kick off.
Red Devils haven't beat Center Grove since 2013. They added them to their schedule back in 2013 and haven't beat them. They beat them 1 time. Here's a muffed kick, and it's going to be recovered by Center Grove. Recovered by the Trojans. Coming away with the ball there was Joe Gaffney. He comes away with it after the muffed punt. Red Devils make a costly mistake, and that is going to hurt them quite a bit. The Trojans are going to take over deep in Red Devil territory, deep inside the 20-yard line. I think they'll mark it at the 18. Looks like they will. But first down for the Trojan offense, who comes back out really quick. Wind picking up here on the north side of Indianapolis at Pike High School. Under center, quick handoff. 3 running backs. The handoff this time goes to the end zone. For the Trojans, it was Matthew Yoder who breaks free for an 18-yard touchdown on the first play from scrimmage. And the Trojans quickly take back the lead. Matthew Yoder with his 3rd touchdown of the season. He had 2 rushing touchdowns on the year, but that one, his 3rd, it goes for 18 yards. That's his first carry of the day. I believe that was his first snap that he played so far this game. And that one goes for an 18-yard touchdown. Now the extra point. And this one is going to be good. Patrick Smith boots it through, and the Trojans take a 13-7 lead. We'll be back in just a moment. That took 12 seconds. Hopefully the next drive takes a little bit longer here on RDTV.
988 is a free crisis line where you can call 24/7 to talk to the Trojans counselor. That crisis line is 988.
Back here to Pike High School, we're extremely excited to share that Pike High School recently received a 2-year, $200,000 College Matters grant from the Richard M. Fairbanks Foundation to help high school seniors find the best college options. I want to thank the Richard M. Fairbanks Foundation for that, and please join us in thanking them for that very generous grant. Trojans getting ready to kick back off after taking the lead. Couple muffed punts already. Ball might be a little bit slick out there. A lot of rain the last couple days here in Indianapolis, but not too slick of a field. It's going to be fielded at the 15-yard line by the Red Devils, and it's taken up past the 25-yard line, but taken down at the 27. It was fielded by the Red Devil, Mark Duthit. And Duthit takes it to the 20, they call it the 28-yard line. So got an extra yard there. And that's where the Red Devils will get this drive started off. So we'll get our second look at Juju Rodriguez, who has 1 touchdown on the day. He's got 2 completions on the day, one for 64 yards, the other for just 6. Here's a handoff. No, it's going to be a QB sneak. Rodriguez up the middle for 9 yards. A quick rush there for the QB, and he comes up just a little bit limping after the play. So a little bit shaken up on the play and out. And here comes Kendrick Suttles, the quarterback all of last year, and still jumping along the sidelines is the quarterback Rodriguez. So here's Kendrick Suttles. He has not thrown a pass so far this year, but here he is standing in the shotgun. Miles Perkins, here's his first snap in the backfield as well. So Suttles, and it's a handoff. Perkins up the middle, but no gain on the play. Got back to the line of scrimmage to the 37-yard line.
Tackled by number 85, Cody Cherry, and number 8, Owen Bright.
But could not pick up the first down, so 3rd down and about 1 yard here. Rodriguez getting looked at here on the sideline. Suttles in for 3rd down and 1. Perkins in the backfield with him. He'll look to throw. Suttles to the near side, and it's well over the head of Bryce Hughes, the intended receiver. Brody Boswell in on the coverage, into double coverage there as well. Sam Hendrick there for the Trojans as well, and looks like after some thought, the Pike Red Devils are going to go ahead and punt this one away. Still 5.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and the Trojans looking to get the ball back and put some more points up on the board. Hughes will punt this one away. Rodriguez back up now on the sideline. And it was a fake. They go for the first down, and I believe they got it. Ife Adeoba got the carry, and he takes it up the middle for 1 yard. And the Red Devils will get the offense back on the field. So some trickery there from Ife Adeoba, and Mike Brevard draws up some trickery. The Red Devils keep the offense on the field. So back comes the Red Devil offense. And now it'll be the quarterback, Donovan Ward. He's a junior, a 5'8 junior, 167 pounds, and looks like he's just going to keep it there. It meant to go for a handoff to Lavelle, but he didn't even have enough time to get there. The Trojan defense all over it. In on the tackle was Nate Johnson, as well as Kobe Cherry. You see him right there, 75 and 85 right there in the dead center. They bring some pressure there, and the Trojan defense got a loss of 5 on the play. Here's a 2nd down and 15 play, and back out there is Rodriguez. Lots of room up the middle, and he'll run with it. Rodriguez got past the 35-yard line, but slides down at the 36 after picking up, we'll say 3 yards there on the play. So 3rd down and long for Rodriguez and the Red Devils. Bryce Hughes at the bottom of your screen, the wide receiver number 2. 3 receivers to the top. Deshaun Lavelle in the backfield. Rodriguez looks to throw. Plenty of time. He's hurried, has to throw it downfield, and it's just going to go out of bounds. Nice pressure there by Ryder Woolwin for the Center Grove Trojans, number 91, and he was able to hurry Rodriguez off the field here to the near sideline. So just above 4 minutes to play now. And the Red Devils are going to have to punt this one away. Deep to receive is Drake McClurg, who scored that touchdown. And Bryce Hughes will get this one away, but a poor punt, and it comes over to this right side and hits the Pike Red Devil tent here on this right side. And it's going to be, again, pretty great field position for Center Grove into Pike territory already with the poor punt. They'll mark it down at the 40-yard line. So great field possession for the Trojans. 4:09 to play, just a 4-yard punt there for Bryce Hughes. And he's a wide receiver, not a true punter, but got 4 yards on that one. They run 3 running backs, and the handoff goes to Cook, and he powers forward for 4 yards. Cook already has a couple handoffs on the day. He's up to 19 yards rushing on 5 attempts. Now second down and 6 from the 36. Line to gain is the 30. 1 receiver to the far side. They'll go through the air to the end zone. Cherry has McClurg again. A 36-yard touchdown pass. Tyler Cherry has his man. Drake McClurg has touchdown number 2 on the day. You see him there, number 1, the speedster, the freshman, scores again. And Center Grove just adding on here late in the first quarter. You thought Pike might have a chance after that first possession. Got a 3-and-out, got the quick touchdown, but now Center Grove really buckles down. They score a quick 3 touchdowns, and they take a 19-7 lead on the Red Devils. On to kick the extra point, Patrick Smith for Center Grove. And he'll boot it up and through for a 20-7 lead. So the lead is ballooning up now here late in the first quarter. 3:30 to play. 20-7 is the lead. We'll be right back on RDTV.
kickoff. Number 2, Sean Nash. Number 2, Mark Rockwood back to the seat for the Devils.
Back here at Pike High School, Center Grove getting ready to kick things off. Patrick Smith will kick this one away. A couple Red Devils deep to receive. Still 3.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. The white jerseys of Center Grove, the Trojans, are putting the Red Devils in their place now after that first score. Pike will have possession. It's fielded at about the 7-yard line, and it'll be run back. The Red Devils have it with Sean Nash, the wide receiver, the 5'9" sophomore, but gets past the 20 and to about the 23-yard line, and no more there. That's where the Red Devils will start their possession. 1st and 10 from the 23. So the Red Devil offense will take the field yet again. Juju Rodriguez should be the quarterback. Played a couple snaps there, but now Kendrick Suttles is in on the huddle, and looks like he's going to come out as a receiver, as Rodriguez is also in that huddle. And Suttles will move to the top side of your screen, number 7. He's in the slot. Rodriguez takes the snap, another handoff. Perkins gets barreled into the backfield. Quickly taken to the ground. The Trojans all over him on defense. Tackle there by A.J. Beggs. The Trojan defense just has been stifling so far. Pike has not known what to do with them yet on that offensive line. Here's a loss of, we'll say, 3 on the play. So 2nd down and 13 from the 20-yard line. The line to gain the 33. 2nd and 13. Perkins still in the backfield. Not a handoff this time. Eluding defenders is Rodriguez. He'll roll to the near side and fire a pass that is intercepted. It was tipped up in the air and picked off. Center Grove picks off the pass. Brody Boswell, his 3rd interception of the year, and the Trojans will be back on offense with some more great field position. Just a poor throw that time by the Red Devil quarterback Rodriguez. He got hurried in the backfield by number 91, Ryder Woolwin, and then he was just able to get out of his grasp, but rolling to the near sideline, was looking for a receiver, but into double coverage. It was tipped up in the air and picked off by the senior Brody Boswell. And Boswell will set up the Trojans with some great field position. 1st and 10 from the Red Devil 33. It's a handoff here for the Trojans. And breaking tackles is Matthew Yoder. He'll walk into the end zone, and Yoder takes it for 33 yards. The Trojans are pouring it on here, still just in the first quarter. An injury on the field there for the Red Devils. You hate to see that, but this Trojan offense is really nothing to sneeze at. They have put together some great drives so far. They won't kick this extra point until the man on the field is helped up. So while we wait for this, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break here, and we'll be back. No, let's go ahead and keep it here. The injured Red Devil on the play was Dewan Elliott, number 15, but he is getting helped off the field, so great to see him up and on his feet just a little bit, just hobbled there, and he'll get looked at here on the sideline. So the Trojans are going to head, and they're going to kick this one up for the point after, trying to make it a 20-point ball game here. Patrick Smith on to kick. The holder, Noah Coy. The kick is up and good. 27-7 lead. Trojans on top here by 20 here in the first quarter. 2:27 to play. We'll be right back on RDTV. Back here at Pike High School, please join us in congratulating Pike High School's boys soccer team for winning back-to-back Mick and Marion County champions. They start sectional play on Tuesday at Plainfield, and the girls start sectional play here at Pike High School on Tuesday as well. So congratulate us and congratulate the Pike High School boys and girls soccer teams, and let's cheer them on as they get into some sectional play. Boys soccer team is fantastic here at Pike. 27-7 lead. The soccer team is number 3 in the state for Pike, so they have certainly high hopes as they get into sectional play. Again, they play at Plainfield this week, this Tuesday. They get things started off October 3rd at Plainfield. Here's a return man for Pike. Has a hole past the 30-yard line. Now gets dragged down just shy of the 35, call it the 34. A nice run back there by the Red Devils. Sean Nash. Tackle made by the Trojans. Red Devil offense back on to the field. A 27-7 lead. Still the first quarter. 2:20 to play here. Just past 7:30 local time here in Indianapolis, 7:37 local time, and it's 27-7 here at Pike High School. Red Devils trying to force a score here. Rodriguez looks to throw, and it was intended for his receiver, Anthony Eccles, but just could not bring that one down, the senior. He's got 3 receptions on the year, but the target just sails over his head there from Rodriguez, and that'll draw up a 2nd and 10 play here for the Red Devils now. Three receivers at the bottom of your screen. Bryce Hughes, one of them. Anthony Eccles, another. One receiver to the top of your screen. That's Sean Nash. Eccles moves into the slot. Rodriguez over the middle has his man. It is Eccles. Nearly broke a tackle, but picks up the first down across the 45-yard line to the 48-yard line. A nice pickup there by Eccles, and he takes it all the way past the 45 to the 48 for a Red Devil first down. First down and 10. Rodriguez has his pass batted down at the line of scrimmage. Ryder Woolwine there to bat that one down for Sunder Grove. And that makes it 2nd down and 10 yet again. Last 2nd and 10, Eccles had a 15-yard first down catch for the Red Devils. See if they can pull it off again. Hughes lines up at the bottom of your screen. Trojans running single coverage, but they also run 5 defensive backs. High snap, quick throw, completed to Nash, but taken down in the backfield for a loss on the play. A loss of 1, and the tackle is going to go for Caden McConnell, the senior, who is 2nd on the team in overall tackles this year. That's his 46th of the year.
Loss of 1, brings up 3rd down and 11.
Loss of 1, so 3rd down and 11 yards. The line to gain, the Trojan 42 towards the top right of your screen. 4 receivers on the play. The running back is Lavelle. They'll look to throw with Rodriguez. Has a man deep down the field. It's Hughes, but he can't make the grab. In on the coverage was a couple Trojans. One of them was Sam Hendrick, and another one Jimmy Davies. But some fantastic coverage back there for the Trojans, and they're going to force the punt here. 4th down and 11, and the Red Devils are going to be forced to punt. Still 1:16 to go here in the first quarter. Center Grove leads 27-7. Red Devils punt this one away. Fielded by McClurg. Drake McClurg, the freshman, tries up the far sideline, breaks a tackle, and is still on his feet past the 50-yard line and finally dragged down past the 45, down to the 42, 41-yard line or so. And again, great field position. Drake McClurg, wow, he has really got some speed. Fun to watch him run, honestly. I'm sure he runs track at Center Grove as well, as fast as he is, or at least he should. I'm assuming his 40-yard dash time would be fantastic, right around 4.5, 5 seconds, which is NFL type speed. Here's a handoff. Goes to the running back Yoder, who breaks a couple tackles and bounces down past the 30-yard line. Past the 30-yard line to the 27, we'll call it. Pick up a 15 on the play for Yoder. Yoder has 3 carries on the day for 66 yards and 2 touchdowns. Wow, Matthew Yoder has just done outstanding here to start for Center Grove here in the first quarter. Stops the clock at 57 seconds. Here's Cherry. He'll look to throw. Throws one towards the end zone, and it's just over the head of Tristan Baxter. Or TJ Williams, pardon, was the tight end in on the target. Got 47 and 87 confused there. So Williams will run back to the line of scrimmage. And the Trojans will have a 2nd and 10 play from the 27. Tyler Cherry in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He'll look to throw yet again into the end zone, and this one is caught. Running freely for Center Grove is Noah Coy, and he catches number 8. His number 8 touchdown on the season. The Trojans pouring it on here in the late on the first quarter. Still 47 seconds, but that one goes for 27 yards. The catch for Noah Coy, his 2nd catch of the day. Gives him 42 receiving yards on the day and 1 touchdown. Fantastic day already for Noah Coy, and also Matthew Yoder, who already has 2 touchdowns here in the first quarter. And Tyler Cherry showing us why he is committed to play at Duke next year. That extra point up and through for Patrick Smith makes it 34-7 here, still in the first quarter. Let's take a quick break here, and we'll be right back on RDTV.
In action tomorrow morning. Sorry. At the Nike Valley Twilight Cross Country Race out in Terre Haute. Many of the top spots from around the state will be featured.
Back at Pike High School, Deer Run Elementary School was chosen by Indy Star Readers and the community as one of the top 3 finalists in Indy's Best Things 2023 in the Best Public School category. Again, Deer Run Elementary School was chosen by the Indy Star Readers and the community as one of the top 3 finalists in Indy's Best Things 2023 in the Best Public School category. Congratulations to them. Center Grove getting ready to kick this one away. 34-7 leaders over Pike. Red Devils let this one go out of bounds, and the flag will fly. A poor kick there by Patrick Smith, and the flag for kicking the ball out of bounds on the kickoff will result in some great field position for Pike. We'll see where they mark it. I believe they'll mark this one at the 35-yard line. That should be where they start this possession off.
bounds. Red Devils get the ball. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line for Pike. Juju Rodriguez in the shotgun for the Red Devils. 4 receivers split to each side. It's a handoff to Lavelle and a loss of 1 on the play for Deshaun Lavelle. And the clock will roll here. Nearing the end of the first quarter, just 30 seconds left. Play clock's at 26, so the play clock and the game clock separated by just about a second. Pike has to run a play here. They can't let this one run down. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to his left. And he'll look to throw here. Just heaves this one down, and that one's going to fly out of bounds to the Trojan sideline. And 2 seconds left. They'll have to run a play one more. A penalty flag is on the field at about the 30-yard line. And there is an injured Red Devil on the field as well for Pike. Still 2.4 seconds on the clock, and we won't see what the penalty is until after the Red Devil down is helped off the field. And that looks like it was the quarterback, Juju Rodriguez, but gets helped up off the field under his own power. And looks like it goes on the defense. So unnecessary roughness, I believe. 15 yards added there, and an automatic first down for the Pike Red Devils all the way up to the 49-yard line. 15 yards from the spot of the foul, from the 34 to the 49. Red Devils are back with possession here, and the quarterback Rodriguez roughed up here so far in the first quarter. Donovan Ward back taking snaps. Kendrick Suttles at the top of your screen, number 7 in the slot position receiving wise. And Ward takes the hands the ball off to Lavelle, and that'll end the first quarter. Pickup of just a couple on the play. A second down and 10, or a second down and about 7 coming up for the Pike Red Devils here. In just a moment, we'll be back on RDTV. From the Center Grove 48-yard line, it's a second down and 7 for the Red Devils. And it's an end around, a handoff to, I believe that was Bryce Hughes. Took the handoff, but got maybe 1 yard on the play to the 46-yard line. Okay, we'll say 2 yards on the play, and that was actually Nash who got that handoff for Pike. So a couple of yards there, but still makes it third down and 5 yards. Ward in the shotgun, Lavelle back there, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, tipped up in the air, and it's picked off. Tipped by the Trojans, and it is intercepted by Center Grove. You see the man on the field who comes away with the ball for Center Grove. That was Luke Barrett, his 4th interception of the year. Number 16, the junior, who just reaches up and snacks that one right out of the air to start this second quarter. So the Trojans back in business here, already leading by 27 points early in the second. And they have the ball yet again. Tyler Cherry in the shotgun, two running backs, one on each side of him, and 3 receivers out there. And it's going to be a handoff to the man, Yoder, and Matthew Yoder picks up another 13, 14 yards past midfield to, we'll say, the Pike 47-yard line or so. And that'll be a first down. Gain of 13 there for Matthew Yoder. His 4th handoff of the day. He's up to 79 yards rushing. And here's another handoff. Keeps the ball on the ground. Ife Adeoba goes for the tackle there for the Pike Red Devils. Four receivers set. Tyler Cherry looks to throw. Going deep. Has his man and just over the hands of Noah Coy, who was running freely, had beaten the defensive back. Julian Ward up the far side, but Coy just could not reel that one in. And that stops the clock at 10:34. But a penalty flag is on the 50-yard line, and it's going to go on Center Grove. A 10-yard penalty will have them replay the down. 10-yard penalty back into their own territory to the 43-yard line of Center Grove. And it'll be 2nd down and 20.
Second down and 20.
2nd down and 20. 2 receivers split to each side. 1 in the slot there. Cherry, empty backfield now. He'll look to throw. Going deep yet again. Noah Coy again, and just can't make this grab. Going deep for Coy a couple times, but Tyler Cherry just overthrew him, and Coy couldn't keep up with the pass. Starting to get a bit chilly here at Pike High School. The wind is surely picking up as the sun is setting here on the north side of Indianapolis. Getting set for a 3rd down and 20 play for Center Grove. Clock is stopped at 10:27. Noah Coy finally getting back to the huddle. They've had him go deep the last 2 plays. You see him there next to Tyler Cherry. And it looks like Center Grove's going to burn their first time out of the half. So we'll go ahead and take it with them. It's 34-7. Center Grove leads by 27 on the Pike Red Devils. We'll be back in just a moment here on RDTV. Back at Pike High School, it's 3rd down and 20 for Center Grove. They're at their own 43-yard line. The line to gain is the Pike 32-yard line. So 20 yards to there. Cherry, 7-step drop. has this man. It's McClurg. Tries to make a man miss, but he is going to be brought down and forced out of bounds by Pike's Josh McGuire, who just pummels him out of bounds. And see him clap his hands there. He's number 1. Josh McGuire, the senior, has 25 tackles. Now make it 26 on the year for Pike. An excellent job that time, the assisted tackle. And it's going to be 4th down and about 4 or 5 yards here. They'll call it 4th down and 4, but the offense remains on the field. Tyler Cherry, it's 4th down and 4. The line to gain, the Pike 37. 4 receiver set. Cherry throws, intended and caught down to the 1-yard line. It's caught by Tristan Baxter, number 87, running freely. An excellent catch there by Baxter, all the way down to the 1-yard line. A 40-yard bomb there from Cherry to Baxter. First down and goal for the Trojans from the 1-yard line. Under center, quick handoff. Yoder, 3 touchdowns on the day for Matthew Yoder. The senior walks in for his 3rd touchdown of the day. And he'll walk off pretty happy as the Trojans go up 40-7. And now head coach Eric Moore is going to be in a little bit of a dilemma here, because if the Trojans go for 2, then the Trojans will be up by 35 points, and it would be a running clock. But they send the point after attempt unit out on the field, and Patrick Williams, number 82, looks like he's going to cook this one up, and it will be just a quick kick, and it's going to be good. So a 34-point lead. So not a running clock just yet for the Trojans. And the extra point earlier that they could not get in, the 2-point conversion, I should say, that they tried to get in earlier, comes back to bite them, because now they would be up by 35, but now they're up by 34 as they missed that 2-point conversion earlier. So Pike's going to have the ball with 10:01 to play as we near 8 o'clock local time.
The ladies will be hosting Section 9 here at Pike High School. Our first game will be on Wednesday, hosting Avon at 5 p.m.
Trojans are going to kick this one away. 41-7 lead for Center Grove. Center Grove, the Trojans are an excellent team. As I mentioned earlier, they've won 3 straight 6A state championships here in Indiana, and the Trojans are trying to make it 4 in a row. Smith will quickly kick this one off, and it's going to be fielded by Pike at inside the 10-yard line, and Nash runs it to the 26-yard line. Gets brought down, and that's where Pike will get this one started off. So as I mentioned, Center Grove has won 3 straight 6A state titles, but they've been to 4 straight state titles, which is obviously extremely impressive for Center Grove, who's trying to make it a 4th straight win. But again, if they make it even to state this year for 6A, they would have been to 5 straight, whether they win or lose, which in and of itself is extremely impressive. A loss of 1 on the play for Lavelle. Tackle made in the backfield by Augie Argba for Center Grove. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback Juju Rodriguez is back taking snaps. 4 receivers set. He'll look to run. Now eludes some defenders and finds a hole. Pass to the 30-yard line, breaks another tackle, and nearly picks up the 1st down. all the way to the 41-yard line, and it looks like, will they move the chains? It was a gain of just about 10, but they might call it a gain of about 9.5, so they might have about half a yard to go for Rodriguez. So they will call it a gain of 9, or a gain of 10 on the play, but it'll be third down. Okay, now they signal to move the chains. Took him a while, but they finally say that he got there. So first down and 10, the 11-yard run for Juju Rodriguez makes it a first down and 10 from the Red Devil 41-yard line. Rodriguez fires right, has his man in Bryce Hughes, and makes the quick catch to the 40-yard line. Bryce Hughes, great receiver for Pike, the senior, has now make it, I believe, 13 receptions on the year for north of 175 yards for Bryce Hughes. Impressive year so far. Rodriguez, play action pass, running freely, running wildly, and tries to get this one out of bounds. And a flag flies late on the play. Might go on the defense here. It's near Owen Bright, the linebacker, at will. Could be a late hit on Bright. Rodriguez tucking back his shirt into his pants. That one just floats out of bounds. And it will be on Owen Bright, roughing the passer. So an automatic first down on the 15-yard penalty for on Center Grove, and Pike moves deep into Center Grove territory across midfield to the 45-yard line. So now pretty good field position for the Red Devils. Under 8 minutes to play here. And then Rodriguez back out there to take snaps for receiver set. The running back is Lavelle. High snap, leaping for it. Rodriguez rolls left, fires deep, and it is going to go to the ground, but a flag flies, and this one is probably going to go for pass interference. It was intended for Pierce Collins, but it falls to the ground, but he got knocked down by the Trojans defensive back, Jimmy Davies. So the pass interference moves it, again, another 15 yards from the 45 down to the 30-yard line. And that's where they'll get another new set of downs started off. Kendrick settles in. He's just right of the blockers. He'll stand as an extra blocker. In motion is Nash, and it's a quick handoff to Nash. End around to the right side and has a first down past the 20 and out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Quick run there by Sean Nash. Forced out of bounds by Sam Hendrick at the tackle. But a first down for Sean Nash on the carry. An 11-yard pickup for Pike. Rodriguez, first down and 10, handoff to Lavelle. No gain on the play for Deshaun Lavelle, who got back to the line of scrimmage. Now he's hobbling after the play. Might have got that ankle rolled on. And now he'll go down. And clock will run to 7.5 minutes, and now they'll stop it for an injury timeout. And Lavelle is still down on the field, so we'll take a quick break. 41-7 with 7.5 to go here on RDTV. back here at Pike High School. 2nd down and 10 for the Red Devils with 7:15 to go. The clock runs. Perkins is the running back to the end zone. The pass is over the head of the intended receiver, Bryce Hughes. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 play and stops the clock with 7:07 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Center Grove is just 1 point away from making this a running clock ball game. The lead has to be 35 points for it to be a running clock, even when the time should stop. And like if the ball goes out of bounds or during a touchdown, the clock still runs. But they still need 1 more point. And on the 3rd and 10 play, the pass is incomplete, intended for the backup QB, Kendrick Suttles, but could not haul that one in. Makes it 4th down and 10. And they're going to go for a short field goal here. Ball's at the 19-yard line. And the kicker will be Griffin Weaver. Has not attempted a field goal yet this season.
On to attempt a 35-yard field goal.
35-yard field goal for Griffin Weaver, the senior. See him there, number 83. The holder is the sophomore QB, Donovan Ward, and the clock's going to roll out, and it's going to be a delay of game on the offense, so that'll back him up 5 yards. And now Mike Brevard's going to have something to think about because it makes it just a little bit longer of a field goal here. So now it's a 40-yard field goal. He'll kick from the 31-yard line, so about 41 yards actually. Weaver has the leg, but is it good enough? And it's going to sail left. Just misses wide left. And that is where the Trojans will take over on offense. The offensive unit for the Center Grove Trojans takes back the field, and the Trojans will be working to try and make this one a running clock. If they score one more time, again, they're just 1 point away from making it a running clock the rest of the way. And again, I shouldn't say it the rest of the way, because if Pike were to score again, the lead has to be 35 or more points for it to be a running clock. So if Pike were to make it under 35, then the clock stops again. Again, that's just Indiana high school football rules. Under shotgun, quick handoff taken by Matthew Yoder, breaks one tackle and gets past the 25-yard line. And got 7 yards on the handoff there for Yoder. That was his 5th take of the day. He's now got 86 yards on the ground. Cook had the first 5 carries of the day, but have not seen him since. And he's still in the backfield, but hasn't gotten a handoff. And here they'll go again with Yoder. Has a block with Cook. Flag flies, but they got the first down up to the 33-yard line. Yoder got a couple more. Flag will stop the clock at 6:19, and it looks like it's going to be holding on the offensive line. So wipe away that pickup, and they'll back it up 10 yards. On what was 2nd down and 3, and what would have been a first down and a new set of downs for the Trojans. Now it'll be 2nd down and about 10 more yards. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, so back to the 20-yard line. 2nd and 10, and now another flag before this play can even get started. The official behind the DBs throws one. And we'll see what the call is. while we have a minute, I'd like to take the opportunity to say we are extremely proud of Deer Run Elementary School educator Catherine Watts, who was selected to receive the English Learner Educator Excellence Award. This award was presented to her at the 2023 Educator Excellence Gala earlier this month, so congratulations to Catherine Watts from Deer Run Elementary School. Now back, 2nd and 10. Trojans have it. Tyler Cherry finds his man, dump off in the flat, and it was completed to number 47, TJ Williams, the tight end, who makes a nice grab there. His first reception of the day, but it's going to be a loss of 4 on the play for Williams, who had 10 catches for 83 yards coming in. Now he has 11 catches for 79 yards on the season. 4 receivers set, 1 back. Cherry finds his receiver, makes one man miss, and gets up to about the 25-yard line. That was the receiver, Tristan Baxter, who makes his second grab of the day. A pickup of 9 on the play. Pardon, a pickup of actually 8 yards on the play, but that makes it 4th down. Clock runs. It'll run under 5 minutes here before they can get this punt away. Tyrese Elliott back to receive for the Red Devils. Punts up, and he got it away cleanly. And they'll let this one run, and it goes out of bounds. And Elliott looks to be a little bit hobbled after he goes down with no contact. And it'll go out at the 35-yard line for a first down for Pike as they trail by 34. 4.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. A full moon here at Pike as the sun set about half hour, 45 minutes ago here from Pike High School. First down and 10. Ward with the handoff, and the play is blown dead. Flag at the bottom of the Pike benches here. Near sideline official throws a flag, and they'll back it up 5 yards for a false start. So just more and more mistakes for the Red Devils. They just haven't gotten a possession started off on the right note, it seems like, all night long, other than how they got the game started off on the right note. Other than that, they have just been kicking them in the foot, and here again, the clock is stopped with another penalty flag. And it's another false start on the offense. Now from the 25-yard line, it's a first down and 20 for Pike. Ward, 4 receivers. Now that's actually Rodriguez who fumbles the snap. He'll run to the far side and he'll throw it to Hughes, and it'll go out of bounds for an incomplete pass. Makes it 2nd down and 20. No time running off the clock with the penalty flags and the incompletions. Seems like it's been a pretty long first half here. Even with all the scoring, the Trojans have put up 41 points here in the first half, an impressive 41 points on the Pike Red Devils, who had the first score of the game. If you're just joining us, Graham Shear here on RDTV. The Red Devils got the first score of the game on a 64-yard touchdown pass by Rodriguez. Here's a catch and run. It's Miles Perkins in his first game back, and another flag. Not sure what's going on out there. Maybe some chippiness from both sides. Not sure what that official who just threw the flag there with the black cap is saying to the offensive lineman, but let's see what the call is. Now the officials convene to talk about it. And they're going to pick up the flag, and they'll say a gain of 5 on the play with the catch and run to Miles Perkins. So no flag on the play, and that means that the clock should run here once they blow the whistle. It's a 3rd down play, about 14 yards to go, and the clock does now start to run. 3rd and 14 for Pike. Rodriguez in the backfield, in the shotgun. Perkins back there with him. Rodriguez, he'll look to throw. Now he'll scramble out and fire a pass, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended for the receiver, Anthony Eccles. Eccles could not bring it in for Pike. He was running a crossing route from the near to far side, but that one just well behind him there on the pass by Rodriguez. Stops the clock at 4:04 on the incompletion, and Pike will punt this one away yet again.
Bryce Hughes back to punt for the Red Devils. McClurg back to receive.
Hughes gets this one away. McClurg receives it at the 39-yard line and goes right up the middle across the 50, and he's spun down hard at the 46-yard line of Pike, but great field position again. It seems like the Trojans, every single time they have the ball there, they have great field possession. And less than 50, about 50, 55 yards, I'd say, is about their average, goal to go distance from the line of scrimmage to the end zone every single time they get the ball to start off their possessions. Tyler Cherry still in the game.
Hello.
And they'll go with some trickery. Drake McClurg, the speedster, goes to the 40-yard line, but taken down and slapping the ground in some frustration. Josh McGuire.
Resident and
Adeoba also there for a quick tackle. I believe that was Dami Adeoba. The brothers Ife and Dami Adeoba, they wear number 33 and 34. Adeoba's on his knee on the defensive line, 33 there, and Dami is the near side linebacker. They bring 4 pressure-wise. Cherry eludes, finds McClurg over the middle, makes one man miss, and picks up the first down inside the 25-yard line. A big gain there for the Trojans, who move the chains, and they keep on rolling here in the first half as they'll set the clock. They'll set the ball, I should say, and run the clock under 3 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Center Grove could make this a running clock with a score here. 2 running backs, hand off to Yoder. Up the middle. And gets to the 18-yard line. Quick gain there of about 6 on the play. Yoder seems like every single time he touches the ball, he's getting forward for about 6-7 yards at the very least. He's up to 92 rushing yards on the day on just 6 carries. 6 carries for 92 yards. After 2 carries, he had 51 yards already. Cherry looks to throw. Has his man caught, completed.
Pass completed to number 9, Brevin Holobar.
Brevin Holobar makes a grab. Holobar, who has a gain of 9 there. He's up to 42 receiving yards on the day as well. Keeps the clock rolling, and it's first down and goal. From the 8-yard line, handoff, McClurg has some room, into the end zone. Touchdown, Center Grove. Trojans rolling here, and they'll make the clock roll as well. Another score here to end the first half. Still Couple minutes to go, minute and a half actually for Center Grove and for the Pike offense when they get the ball back. But Center Grove has, once they first got scored on, they have not looked back. A poor first possession for the Trojans, who went 3 and out quickly. But since then, they've done absolutely outstanding, scoring on most of their possessions. Smith on for the extra point, and it's up and through. 48-7 lead, and when we come back, it'll be a running clock for the Pike Red Devils here to close out this first half. A minute 38 to go. We'll be back in just a moment here on RDTV. Kickoff here for Center Grove, and it's fielded by Nash at the 22-yard line. He breaks a couple tackles past the 40, past midfield, and now he's dragged down past the 45-yard line. Wow, the quickster, Sean Nash, takes that one quickly up the sideline. A big run back there for the Red Devils, who are working with some pretty good field position now to get things started off for Pike. Past the 45-yard line, they'll mark it at the 44. That one nearly rolled out of bounds, and a couple seconds he just kind of stood over the ball. He looked up, surveyed his options, grabs it, and just runs forward. So, a great run back there by Sean Nash, who now is at the bottom of your screen. Rodriguez finds him here. Sean Nash on the catch and run. Pickup of 7 yards. Down deeper into Trojan territory to the about 36-yard line. They'll call it a gain of 8 for Sean Nash, and the clock will roll. It's going to roll just about under a minute here. Still 25 on the play clock, but Pike trying to go quickly, trying to put some points up. Rodriguez will look and throw. He'll roll out to the far side. Flag flies, and he has his man caught by Bryce Hughes, and he'll go into the end zone. Pike scores it quickly from the 36. 36 yards, quick strike. 2 plays, Bryce Young into the end zone, but it's coming back. It's going to be holding on the offense, and Pike wipe away that score. Bryce Hughes, I should say, nearly got a fantastic touchdown grab there for Pike, but wipe it away, unfortunately, for the Red Devils. That one's coming back. That would have been his first touchdown catch of the season. That one would have gone for 36 yards, 10 yards from the spot of the foul, and it'll be 2nd down and 12 from the 46. 55 seconds on the clock. So it'll be a catch here on 2nd and 12. Fired out to Anthony Eccles, who picks up a couple. Back to the original line of scrimmage, it looks like. And Pike's going to call a timeout. So their first timeout of the half. And we'll go ahead and take a quick break here on the 31-point lead. Still 46 seconds to play when we come back here on RDTV.
of 2 brings up 3rd down and 10.
Back here at Pike. And pardon from earlier, it's actually not a running clock until the second half. So it should be a running clock after halftime. But 46 seconds here, Pike. Still 2 timeouts, but trying to put some points up on the board and make it not a running clock once the second half starts. Firing a pass intended for Nash, and it's right over the top of his head for an incomplete pass. Makes it 3rd down, makes it 4th down now, and about 12 for Pike. At least the far side line judge has a number 4 up on the down and distance marker. Is it 4th down? No, it was 3rd down. So now it's a 3rd down and 10 play for Pike. Rodriguez scrambles out, and he's just going to have to step out of bounds. Fires a pass and gets run out of bounds. Rodriguez has been awfully careless with it, and that was a 4th down and 10 play. And a flag flies late on the play, but a turnover on downs. The Trojan offense is back on the field, but we'll see what the penalty flag was for. And they'll decline the penalty on the intentional grounding. But it will be a loss of down, and the turnover on downs makes it Trojan football. 37 seconds to go, and they're in victory formation, but this will just get us into halftime as Tyler Cherry will take a knee here in just a second. And now we're ready to go. He'll take a knee, and that will get us into halftime. And the halftime score will be 48-7. Trojans on top of Pike, 48-7 at the halftime break. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back for the second half here in just a few moments here on RDTV.
That is the end of the first half.
Hello, I am Dr. Larry Young. In addition to being a Pike Township parent, resident, and alumnus, I have the distinct pleasure of serving as the superintendent of the MSD of Pike Township and working closely with our locally elected school board. As we begin a new school year, I'm excited to provide an update regarding successes, celebrations, and progress towards our goals of providing an excellent, equitable learning opportunity for all students. I would like to begin by congratulating the Pike High School class of 2023, which is projected to have a graduation rate of over 95%. The 701 students in this amazing group of scholars earned over $13.9 million in scholarship offers and academic awards. 421 of them completed coursework for college credits, with many of them earning multiple credits. 175 graduated with career and technical certifications, and 10 have enlisted in the military to serve our country. During the 2022-2023 school year, we saw overall increases in iRead3, iLearn, SAT scores, and high school graduation rates. Our incredible educators are actively engaging students in curriculum and providing responsive academic support to ensure our scholars have what they need to achieve at the highest level. To achieve our goals, we believe access to resources specifically designed to support the well-being of our students, staff, and families is essential. We have made significant strides in accomplishing this goal through the $2 million Project Aware grant awarded in January. Through this funding, we have expanded access to Cummins Behavioral Health to all students and families, regardless of insurance status. We have expanded our partnership with the Well Counseling Group to provide virtual and in-person counseling for all MSD of Pike Township employees. Finally, we have leveraged our partnerships with local universities to increase the number of counselors, social workers, and interns in our schools. This holistic approach will help ensure that our students receive a well-rounded, individualized educational experience. In closing, I want to thank you for being a valued member of our Pike community and taking a few minutes to learn about the strong foundation and bright future we are building together. I look forward to sharing additional highlights and celebrations in the near future. Stay tuned.
Hello, my name is Tori Patterson, and I'm one of the Pike Township Educational Foundation's board members. The Pike Township Educational Foundation, PTEF, a not-for-profit 501c3 organization, was formed in 1993 to enhance the education of Pike students through scholarships and grants for teacher-driven projects. Although separate from the school district, the foundation's sole purpose is to augment public education in Pike Township. We do this by collaborating with strategic partners to provide grants, scholarships, and staff recognition to our Pike educational family. Here are just a few ways this happens and how you can help. When PTEF awarded its first Hallmark of Excellence scholarship, honoring a Pike High School senior demonstrating talents in the classroom and the community, it launched an annual program that now provides over 24 scholarship options. And every year, PTEF is approached by donors wanting to create even more of them. What's more, the foundation gives $3,000 in awards to students graduating from the Pike Prep Academy, as well as several honorarium and memorial scholarships. All in all, the foundation now awards more than $58,000 annually, which amounts to nearly $500,000 awarded since 1993. Each spring, the Pike Township Educational Foundation offers thousands of dollars in grants to educators and others in Pike Township to finance innovative ideas for helping children learn. Grants can affect a single classroom, a school, multiple schools, or the entire district. Since 1993, PTEF has distributed over $650,000 in grants thanks to its generous donors. Over the years, PTEF has funded such things as books for classroom libraries to represent more diversity in the book selections, STEM projects, and sensory room upgrades. We host two major events during the school year: Treasures for Education and the For Education Golf Outing. These events are primary ways we raise money, as well as monthly private donors, regular scholarship donors, and corporate donors. We'd love to have your support, whether it be financial, volunteering on a committee, or at an event, or even joining our board. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, or go to www.pike-ef.org to see all the ways you can support PTEF and read more about our scholarship and grant recipients. You can also send an email to executivedirector@pike-ef.org.
You think maintenance is necessary? Yeah, gotta have it. Gotta have it. Somebody's gotta fix things.
How did being a maintenance man start?
Well, it started maybe about 30 years ago. I used to do apartment maintenance down the street at the retreat. And it just blossomed into building maintenance, you know. And I like doing things like that, fixing things, you know. Every day is different.
Can you explain how important it is for maintenance?
And you always need maintenance because things always are going to break down, and you have to maintain things to keep the school going.
What all do you do during the day?
Boy, they call for special things. I put furniture together for teachers, you know, hang pictures, whatever they need, you know. And then also I make deliveries, everything that comes in from UPS, FedEx, Amazon, or whatever. I'll sort them out and deliver them to the teachers wherever they go. Yeah, make sure that's done. That's every day. Every day. Plus, you know, maintaining the building, lighting. Let there be light. Plumbing, you know, whatever needs to be done. It's called building services, you know. Whatever the people need, we try to accommodate.
Hey, Mr. Blaine.
Hi, Mr. Blaine.
How you doing?
All right, how you doing?
So we brought you in because we wanted to present you officially as our staff member of the month for the month of August. Okay. So congratulations, sir. We appreciate all your we appreciate all your work. And so we've got some things for you.
Okay. All right.
Yes, Mr. Blaine, thank you for all the ways that you assist all of us.
Yes, ma'am.
With your greetings, you make people feel seen and heard in this building. You are always saving the day, from clocks to ladders to posters. You are the man. You assist us in every way, and we so thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Blaine. I really appreciate it.
All right, and good luck to you, whatever you do. Don't give up. All right, education's the key. That opens doors.
Hi, I'm Chef Stephen Putnam with Chartwell's, and today we're going to be making open-faced caprese sandwiches. Some of the fresh produce items are from Eastbrook Elementary Community Garden. Let's get started. Today we're going to be using an olive focaccia bread. Now you can use any bread you would like for this recipe. Now we need to cut our tomatoes. Now we need to pick a few of the basil leaves that we got from the community garden. Now I'm going to take a little bit of olive oil, just put it on our bread there. We're going to take our tomato, fresh mozz, and some of our basil. And we're just going to layer that and do it all over again. Top that with a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit more olive oil. And we'll do that with the other half.
Hi, my name is Kara and I'm the district's dietitian. This caprese sandwich is a great use of fresh produce. Community gardens, such as the ones that we have in Pike Township, are a super affordable way to add nutrient-packed produce to your diet.
Now we need to put it into a 350-degree oven for 6 to 10 minutes. Now that it's out of the oven, we just need to top it with our balsamic. Delicious.
My name is William Turner Jr. I graduated from Pike, class of 2003. Right after high school, I graduated. I went to Ivy Tech for 2 years to start my business degree. Then I continued to Lincoln Tech, where I finished it with my associate's degree in business management and auto tech. After starting in the workforce, my business degree, and working a few jobs, I realized that there wasn't really the career for me. Therefore, then I talked to my uncle. My uncle was like, yeah, you know, I've been trying to get you to come to the fire department. And when I came on, you know, as a young man, I was kind of skeptical of what it would take and if I'd be able to make it, because it was hard work getting on. But when I did, I just found out that there's nothing that compares to it. On a regular day, I come in, I do my house duties, which consist of cleaning, maybe sometimes cooking, those type of things. And then I come and I check out the apparatus here. I check to make sure the hose is where it needs to be. I check to make sure that all the medical equipment is equipped and everything is there for the community. And I come in, I check my pack, I check my gear, my Nomex, all those things to make sure that I'm protected in case we do have to have an emergency fire or anything like that. So when I was going to Pike High School, I took a lot of AP classes, advanced placement, and it prepared me because it forced me to do a lot of hard work. It forced me to be organized and to pay attention to detail. So all those things were able to help me on my route to becoming a firefighter. One teacher, Coach Gassimo, he was a great mentor to me when I was coming up. I got to work in his class as a teacher's aide. I was able to meet a lot of people. Coach Wright, he was also good. He was assisting in here and there in different places in the school. As a parent and a grad of Pike High School, my message to the community is that kids have a great opportunity here. I believe in the education system that they have put in place. I believe in the diversity of the neighborhoods and the diversity of the township that will prepare them for the rest of the world, prepare them for college, prepare them for whatever they need. I believe that it's got to be in the top school systems in the state, and I just believe in the work that the teachers put in and the bus drivers put in and the principals and superintendents put in, that it'll bring the best out of your kid if they're wanted.
Hi, I'm Chef Steve Putnam with Chartwells, and today we're going to be making salmon patties. Some of the items are from the Pike Red Zone Food Pantry, and some of the items are from the store. Let's get started. Okay, first thing we do is we open up the 2 cans of salmon, and now we need to strain the liquid. Now we need to take that strained salmon, add it to our bowl, take 1 egg, add that. Now we'll mix that all together, make sure that egg is completely incorporated. Add our breadcrumbs, our lemon juice, our garlic, paprika, parsley, a little bit of salt and pepper. Now we just mix that all together into one patty. Make sure it's mixed real good so it's sticking together like that. That's what we're looking for. Now we're just going to turn that into 4 separate patties.
Hi, my name is Kara. I'm the district's dietitian. I'm also a proud Pike grad. I'm here with the Colorful Nutrition Tidbits. So this recipe includes salmon, which is a great source of heart-healthy omega-3s. It also has high-quality protein and is a good source of vitamin D. The American Heart Association also recommends eating fish twice a week to promote heart health.
We need to add a little olive oil to the pan. We've got that at a nice medium heat. We're going to put our salmon patty in there until it gets nice and golden brown. Then we're going to flip it, get it on the other side, and we'll be ready to go. I like to serve these salmon patties with a little side salad, mixed greens, and a lemon wedge. You can also have that as a sandwich. Use your favorite condiment on there. Lemon juice. Delicious.
Okay, we can start now. Welcome back for half number 2 here at Pike High School. Again, we'd want to thank this evening's stream is brought to you by the students and staff of Pike High School's RDTV media production class, which gives students the opportunity to have real-world hands-on experiences with support from the MSD of Pike Township's IT department. Again, we want to thank them for putting on RDTV, putting on Pike's high school football matchup today, and they're getting ready for the second half to get underway. Center Grove will kick off. Pike deferred to start the game. They'll get the ball to start off this second half. And on for Center Grove to kick it away for the Trojans is Antoine Maxey, and it's fielded by Nash. Inside the 20 for Pike, gets to the 35-yard line, but he's going to be brought down. So Pike will start this half trailing 48-7, and it'll be a running clock. The clock will run here in the second half as it's a 41-point game. Trojan defense takes the field. You see Nash there on your screen. He'll line up at the bottom of the field in the wide receiver position. The Red Devils are ready to start off this drive. It's first down and 10. And the quarterback out there is Donovan Ward for the Red Devils. The running back in the backfield is Miles Perkins, and it's a handoff to start off the drive. Perkins goes up the middle, up the gut for 3 yards to the 39-yard line. Perkins is in his first game back from that concussion. He hasn't taken a snap so far this year coming into tonight, but he's done a pretty good job in his first game back. Again, Miles Perkins, the senior, the 5'11 senior, got a late start to his senior season. Here he is again on second down. Picks up 1 more yard to the 40. Makes it third and about 6 yards. The line to gain is the Pike 46-yard line. There is Perkins, the senior. And he'll be again in the backfield with Donovan Ward. 4 receiver set. 3 to the far side, 1 to the near. Over the middle, tipped, and it'll be dropped. Nearly getting his hands on it was the Trojan defender. It was intended for Anthony Eccles, but broken up by Caden McConnell. who got the tip, and 4th and 6. Then Pike will send the punt unit out there. Bryce Hughes back to punt this one away, and Trojan offense. Can't imagine we see Tyler Cherry here in the second half. Already a large lead, and don't want to forfeit the possibility of an injury to any of the star players for Center Grove. So Center Grove will send out the offensive unit. And here comes the Red Devil defensive unit. The punt will have the Trojan defense starting at the far hash, 40-yard line. So still pretty good field position for Center Grove. And it looks like the quarterback will be Gabe McWilliams, the junior from Center Grove. He wears number 7. Here he is in the backfield with a couple guys. Nolan Reese on his right. And the handoff goes to Reese, and he powers forward, but the ball is out. It's loose, and the fumble might have been recovered by Pike. Josh McGuire forces the fumble. Pretty amped up after that one is McGuire. And they'll say the Trojans got back on it. So that was Nolan Reese who took it forward. He lost the ball. Luckily for him, it goes out of bounds, and the Trojans retain possession. But again, all starters are out now for the Trojans. Here's another handoff, and no gain on the play. Maybe 1 yard, we'll say. The handoff goes that time to Brenton Pigby. So the sophomore running back picks up maybe 1 yard, but makes it 3rd down, and we'll say 7 yards. There goes Pigby off the field. And now he'll come back on along with the receiver Brady Dickin. Pigby in the backfield with Nolan Reese. McWilliams takes the snap, looks to throw, and it's well over the head. That'll fall incomplete, and that'll be 4th and 7. And the Trojans will be forced to punt this one away, but the clock again, with the running clock, it will roll. And we're nearly already almost halfway through this 3rd quarter. Just under 7.5 to go. Trojans will go ahead and kick this one away. Center Grove not going to risk any possible injuries to any of their star players. Again, they're trying to make a run at their 5th straight state title. I keep saying national, state title game here in Indiana. They play in the 6A class, and they're trying to make a run at their 5th straight state title game and their 4th straight state title win. So it would be a very impressive feat. And obviously, this game well in the grasp right now, barring any miraculous comeback from Pike. So they will not play any of their starters, I'm assuming, here in this second half. The ball is punted down to the Pike 31-yard line. That's where the Red Devils will get their next drive started off here. Last year, Center Grove had a fantastic team. They went 12-2 on the year. They dominated Carroll of Fort Wayne in the state championship, 35-9 in the 6A title. Last year, conference game, Center Grove, they took on Cathedral twice last year, really. Once in the regular season, one of the most anticipated games of the year. And they ended up losing that one. A close, hard-fought battle for Center Grove, but they ended up re-meeting with the Fighting Irish of Cathedral in the semi-state game. And that one, just like the game earlier in the year, was one of the most anticipated matchups and one of the most heavily covered games in the state of Indiana last year. And Center Grove ended up coming away with a tough, nail-biting win that time. In the second game, was able to outduel Bill Peebles, the head coach for the Fighting Irish. Eric Moore got his Trojans to the state title game for the 4th straight year, and they took home the title against Carroll of Fort Wayne in dominating fashion. So far this year, Center Grove has played 5 out-of-state games already. That's something that they did not do at all really in previous years. Last year they played 1 out-of-state game against Trinity from Kentucky, but this year they took a little bit new approach to the season scheduling wise, as they play mostly non-conference games throughout the year. Really, one of the only conference games they play is the last game of the season against Cathedral. And here's a quick run and a catch by Bryce Hughes, and he'll take it to the end zone. Bryce Hughes all the way for 6 on a 4th and 3 play. Goes for 62 yards, and Bryce Hughes electrifies the crowd. Bryce Hughes, the senior, on the catch and run. What an electrifying play. You know, watching him warm up there at the end of halftime, it was kind of interesting. He seemed like he was a little bit excluded from most of the Red Devils. He was at least 5 or 6 yards down the field from any other Red Devil while doing their halftime warm-ups, and he honestly looked mad. Well, he took out his frustration there. Goes for 62 yards and his first touchdown of the season. Pike, an excellent job there. Makes it a 34-point game on the extra point, and the clock stops at 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Quick touchdown by Pike. Bryce Hughes on the score. Again, Center Grove, talking about their schedule from this year, they don't play a lot of conference games. They play Cathedral in the final game of the season, which is their only conference game listed on Max Preps for the entire year. That is one of their only conference games. They play Pike for the last 10 years. They've played them since 2013. This is their 11th matchup. But against in such a tough schedule and such a great team for Center Grove, you have to find a way for Eric Moore and the Trojans to have a tough matchup and a tough season schedule. So what they did this year was they scheduled a ton of out-of-state games. They opened up the year with a loss against St. Edward, who was listed as one of the best teams, a top 10 team in the nation. You see an onside kick is quickly recovered by the Trojans. Recovered there by number 42, Frankie Hayes, the sophomore, who quickly jumps on that one at midfield. They'll mark it at the 50-yard line. So Center Grove make some changes to their schedule this year. They open up the year against St. Edward from Lakewood, Ohio. Again, I mentioned one of the top 10 teams in the nation. They were listed when they came into the year. They lost that one 27-10, and then they followed up with going to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, to play Oakland High School, and they got the win there 28-10. An impressive victory against Oakland. And then a matchup that they played last year as well. Their only out-of-state game last year was against Trinity High School from Louisville, Kentucky. They got the win, and they played them again this year. They put them back on the schedule for week 3, and they got the win there on September 1st, 34-7. Then they go to Cincinnati, Ohio to play Archbishop Moeller, and they got the win there as well in overtime. So these out-of-state games, a lot more of a better test for the Center Grove Trojans for a possible state title run as they go for 4 straight wins. Then they play 1 more out-of-state games that would make it 5 straight to start off the year. Harvest Prep from Canal, Winchester, Ohio, 36-18. So an impressive schedule for the Trojans, who they start off the year with a loss against St. Edward from Lakewood, Ohio. But then they rattle off 4 straight wins against out-of-state opponents, and then they come back here to Indianapolis to take on Lawrence Central, and a pretty big win there, 31-7. Now they find themselves here in week 7 against Pike. So 6 games, they're 5-1. They lost week 1 of the year, and now they find themselves here against Pike, leading 48-14 with just over a minute and a half to play here in the third. Now just under a minute and a half to play here in the third quarter. To close out the year for Center Grove, they'll play at Lawrence North next week. You see a big take there by the running back for Center Grove, number 32, Austin Hennessy. His first carry of the day, and a big carry that is for the junior Hennessy. Across midfield. Across midfield for 27 yards, down to the 23-yard line. So we mentioned Center Grove next week, October 6th. After this weekend, it's hard to believe that there's only 2 weeks left before sectionals get underway for high school football. Just 2 more weeks. So next Friday is the second to last week, the penultimate week, and then the ultimate week is Friday, October 13th, the final regular season game for these Trojans and all high school football teams across the nation. So next week, they're at home to play Lawrence North. And then, again, what's going to be another pretty anticipated game, they're going to play the Cathedral Fighting Irish up there in Broad Ripple on Butler's campus, where Cathedral plays their home games. Here's another carry by Austin Hennessy, who gets down inside the first quarter. That's going to end the third quarter, and Center Grove will have a 1st and goal when we come back. 48-14, Center Grove leads. We'll be back here in just a moment on RDTV. Back here at Pike High School for what's going to be a second down. Thought it was going to be a 1st and goal play, but they bring it back on a holding call, so it's actually going to be 2nd and 17, and here's another handoff. Pigsby around the far side and down inside the 25-yard line. Little 6-7 yard gain there to the original line of scrimmage to the 24. And now 3rd down and about 11 yards. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank our friends at Corteva Agriscience for supporting Pike success. Corteva regularly invests their time, expertise, and capital to a variety of initiatives and activities that positively impact our schools. Want to thank Corteva Agriscience for supporting Pike's success. 3rd down and 11 for Center Grove. Center Grove looking to throw with McWilliams. Nearly picks up the 1st down, now falling forward, and I believe picking up the 1st down is number 10, Manning Poston. Poston falls forward, and that should move the chains. There is a penalty flag on the field, and Pike thinks it's on Center Grove, and it is. It's going to be holding on the offense. So they'll replay third down after the 10-yard penalty. That'll back them up some more. Third and really long now here for Center Grove. So again, just 2 more games on the schedule for Center Grove. That's Lawrence North and Cathedral. Also, just 2 more games left on the schedule for Pike. We'll go over those in just a moment after the play. 3rd and 21. McWilliams rolls out, fires, has a man, and now it's dropped. Intended for Aiden Francis, but it's broke up by Josh McGuire. McGuire has had a fantastic day. He is fired up. See him there, number 1. McGuire is really fired up. The senior has a couple of tackles here today, more than a couple, selling him short, honestly, with just a couple tackles. He is still fired up, trying to make this a more respectable game for Pike. McGuire doing his best on defense for the Red Devils. They'll go for it on 4th and 21, and it's going to be picked off for Pike. Picked off by Tony Akimbobola, and he's taken all the way down inside Center Grove territory, inside the 25-yard line. Akimbobola, and Austin Hennessy brings him down, but Akimbobola takes it all the way back on his first interception of the year. The senior takes it for Pike, and the Red Devils are rolling now with possession. Under 9 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter, but a quick interception on the poor throw by McWilliams. Miles Perkins on the first down handoff. Goes forward for maybe 5-6 yards there inside the 20. And they'll stay 6 yards. So 2nd down and 4. Miles Perkins played a pretty good game in his first day back. 2nd down and 4. So Pike plays 2 more games against North Central and then fellow opponent Lawrence North. Here they go to the end zone on 2nd down, and it's incomplete, intended for Pierce Collins, but incomplete that time. Collins could not bring it in. 3rd and 4 now for Pike against again Lawrence North. Final game to close out the year in 2 weeks. Next weekend's North Central here from Pike High School, right here at George C. Grosskopf Stadium. 3rd and 4 for Pike. Pike's 0-3 in their conference so far. They lost to Ben Davis, Lawrence Central, and Warren Central. Here's an attempted pass intended for Nash, and Ward just could not get that one completed. So 4th and 4, and now an interesting opportunity. Might have to go for it, but looks like they're going to bring Griffin Weaver on and potentially kick a field goal here for Pike as the clock will roll under 7 minutes to go. Pike beat North Central last year 26-21. That was their only win of the year last year. They already have 1 win this year, might be their 2nd next week. Weaver's kick is up, and it goes through. Just has the leg, and Weaver puts another 3 points on the board. 17 now for the Red Devils, who make it a 48-17 ball game. Red Devils have had a pretty nice second half here. They've scored the only 10 points of the half, and the clock has stopped right now at 6:43 to go. We'll take a quick break and be back right here on RDTV. Back at Pike High School, the Pike Township Educational Foundation exists solely to enhance the education of Pike students through scholarships and grants for educator-driven prospects. Since its founding in 1993, the Pike Township Educational Foundation has awarded nearly $500,000 in scholarships and over $650,000 in grants. To learn more about this, please visit www.pike-ef.org. The flip sides of the field. And Pike is going to get ready and kick things off. Will we see another onside kick? Sure looks like they're setting up for that. Griffin Weaver, and they'll kick it off to the left side, and it's going to be fielded by the Trojans, but nearly getting there were the Red Devils. The Trojans just got there in time, and it will be Center Grove football. A special thanks to our Pike proud partners at the Ortho Indy Foundation YMCA for supporting our Pike staff so they can support our Pike students and families. In addition to offering all MSD of Pike Township staff a 15% discount on YMCA memberships this year, the YMCA offered our teachers and staff of the year a free 3 to 6 month membership and provided our district teacher of the year a complimentary 1-year membership. Thanks to the YMCA for their ongoing efforts to help us prioritize the health and well-being of our students and staff. The 5-yard penalty will be enforced, and they'll re-kick off the football from the 35 this time instead of the 40.
5-yard penalty, we will kick off again.
Clock rolls under 5.5 to go. It's 48-17 still. And Griffin Weaver not in any real hurry to get this one kicked off this time. Now he'll move over to the far hash. Kickoff is fielded by the Trojans, and breaking a couple tackles. Now they'll say he was down at the 33-yard line or so. Fielding that for Center Grove was Oliver McGrain, but he got taken down at the 33-yard line. Center Grove Pike lost to Center Grove last year. 48-0 was the final score of that game. So this one a lot more respectable. Pike's put 17 points up, and they put up the first score of the game. Again, don't forget about that. A 64-yard touchdown pass from Juju Rodriguez to Latrell Morton. So an impressive day for the Red Devils, who have competed a lot better with Center Grove, a lot better than they did last year. They've put 17 points up, and they only 10 points here in the second half. Again, they started playing Center Grove back in 2013, did Pike, when they added them to the schedule. And they're 1-9 against Center Grove. The Red Devils, that is. They're 1-9 against the Trojans in their 10 matchups from 2013 to 2022. This their 11th matchup. The last win over Center Grove, and the only win, was in 2017. They got a 28-20 win over Center Grove. It looks like that will remain the case, as this one's still a 31-point game here, as the clock will roll under 3 minutes to go before the next play is snapped. Back in 2017, when Center Grove won that game, Jordan Garrett was the quarterback back then, and in that game he threw for well over 300 yards, about 325 yards to be exact, and 4 touchdowns. So Jordan Garrett, for any of you Pike faithful who have stuck with the Red Devils over the years, if you remember the name Jordan Garrett, that was the last time the Red Devils beat Center Grove, but that was an impressive team the Red Devils had back in 2017. last winning season for the Red Devils was in 2017 with Jordan Garrett. Here's a timeout by Pike, their first of the half, and we'll go ahead and step aside with them on a 4th and 14 when we come back here on RDTV.
After the timeout, 4th down and 14.
Welcome back to Pike High School on the 4th and 14. Ready to kick this one away. And they just get it away. Red Devils deep to receive and taken down right across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 40. Was number 8, Dyrese Elliott. Liam Riley takes him down, the sophomore for Center Grove on the tackle on the special teams play. So a 1st down and 10 for Pike. A lot of praise was given to Center Grove for their 4 straight state title runs and 3 straight wins, but 4 straight games. The last time Pike was in the state final game was back in 2007. In just a moment, there's Ward. Quick take up to the 49-yard line, gain of 9 on the play. Nice play there by Donovan Ward. Yeah, last time Pike was in the state final game was back in 2007. They lost to Carmel in that game, 16-7. But Pike had a ton of impressive teams through the years. And here's Ward going deep, has Hughes, now it's dropped. Nearly got it, that was Bryce Hughes. Great coverage there by the Trojans. Center Grove did a fantastic job there in on the coverage, and Bryce Hughes just could not bring that one in. On the coverage that time for Center Grove was number 35, Connor Riley. Here's a 3rd down in 1 play, and Pike picks up the 1st down. Under a minute to play here on the handoff to Miles Perkins, and now Pike's going to call their 2nd timeout of the half. 48-17 the score, 46 seconds were stopped at. Again, real quick, let's talk about the games that both of these teams will play next week. So Pike's going to play at North Central next week, and actually that game's going to be right here at Pike High School, whereas Center Grove will be taking on Lawrence North, who Pike will play in the following week, October 13th. Center Grove's going to move to 6-1 on the year, and Pike's going to fall to 1-6 on the year. But 2 weeks from now, well, actually 4 weeks from now, 2 weeks from now will be the final game of the regular season, and then in 4 weeks, the sectional play will get started off for every single team in the state of Indiana. That'll be a fun couple of weeks to see what teams advance into regionals. Here's Ward looking for Nash, and it's broken up there by number 33, Cooper Pio. Great coverage there for Pio, the junior. And now 2nd down and 10, just 20 seconds to go. Ward will run another play. Going to go deep again for Hughes, and just overlooks him. 15 seconds on the clock, and a flag flies, but the clock is not going to stop, and that might just roll the clock down to close out the game. Hughes will pick up the ball. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and that will end the game. Trojans are victorious, 48-17. Well, Wait, hang on a second. The officials are talking about it. Maybe they might run one more play. And they are going to back the Trojans off of the field.
We have a pass interference on the defense.
They'll call pass interference on the defense.
Timeout with 1 second remaining. Timeout, Pike.
So the Red Devils burn their final timeout of the half with 1 second to go. If you heard the official, 1 second left on the clock, and they'll run a play. The pass interference should be 15 yards from the original spot. So from the 50-yard line, from the 49-yard line, they'll go down to about the 34 or so. That's where the official stands now. Red Devils will have one more play with 1 second on the clock here. Almost 9:25 local time here at Pike High School. And one more time, we want to thank the students and staff of Pike High School's RDTV media production class who put this production on tonight, which gives students the opportunity and have real-world hands-on experiences with support from the MSD of Pike Township's IT department. Final play of the game. Ward has some time. He'll look, fire to the end zone. Nash brings it down for a Pike touchdown. What a way to end it. No, they'll say he dropped it. Wow. The official comes in at the last second and says that the ball touched the ground. So what a way to end it. Heartbreak for Sean Nash, and both teams will shake hands. The final score, 48-17. Trojans move to 6-1 on the year. Pike falls to 1-6 on the year. Want to give a big thanks tonight to everyone involved in the RDTV broadcast this evening. For Superintendent of the Metropolitan School District of Pike Township, it's Dr. Larry Young. Pike High School's principal is Mr. Jeremy Wally. Athletic directors are Dave Paddock and Kendra Champion McAloon. Interim Chief Technology Officer is Chad Heck. Coordinating producer is Mrs. Tamby Fly McCall. Directors tonight have been Destiny Timms and Dan Bordenkecker. The technical manager tonight was Kyle Bredehoft. Graphics operator tonight has been Jemiah Scott. And tonight's camera operators have been Elijah Warner, Tila Grady, Denham Odell, and Madison Officer. Tonight's final score was Center Grove 48, Pike 17. Tonight's live stream is brought to you by the Pike High School students with support of the Pike Township Technology Department. For everybody on the broadcast today, my name is Graham Shear, and we want to thank you all for watching tonight's game featuring the Pike High School Red Devils football team, presented by RDTV. Good night from Pike High School.